In my 12 years as an artist, there are 3 specific things that I've done to help me draw way faster than I used to. But if you are a beginner artist, I do recommend that you focus a little bit more on the joy of drawing instead of just drawing fast, because I do think that that will give you more improvement in the short term than just trying to draw faster. The first thing that we want to focus on if we want to learn how to draw faster is our fear of making mistakes. If you are someone who's constantly afraid of making the wrong lines, that will make you very timid in your line work, and that will slow you down immensely. The more we can accept this fear, the more we can accept the fact that making mistakes is part of the process, the quicker we'll be able to draw, and the quicker we will be able to see our mistakes and learn from them. The way to develop our creative confidence in this way is to make the mistakes, confront the feelings that come from those mistakes, and just allowing them to exist. The more you learn that you can just survive through these mistakes and that they don't mean anything. They don't mean anything about your artistic talent. They don't mean anything about your worth as a human being or as an artist. The more you can rewire your feelings around these mistakes, the more confident you will feel in your line work, then it'll be easy to just flow on the page and draw freely. A lot of my students believe that confidence is built through making great art. I'll feel good about my art, I'll feel confident in my artistic abilities once I'm making great pieces. But I think this is completely wrong. I think a lot of creative confidence is built through making mistakes, realizing that it's totally fine and that it doesn't mean anything, that making mistakes doesn't rob you of all the joy of drawing. You don't have to become a great artist to then feel confident about your drawings. You can feel confident in drawing while recognizing that you are a beginner. You can stay in the beginner phase as an artist for the rest of your life while still putting down confident lines on the page, because you accept the fact that I will be making mistakes. I'm a beginner artist, but I'm still going to have fun with this. You can try this mindset out using the 54 free drawing exercises that we link below. Just take a worksheet, do one of the exercises, and try to be confident in your lines while recognizing that a lot of the lines were going to be wrong. And then just try it again and again and again. Dive into the mistakes with the creative confidence of recognizing that you don't have to do things perfectly, that making mistakes is part of the process, and it doesn't say anything about you. The second thing that we want to focus on to learn how to draw faster is setting clear intentions for what it is that we're drawing. Take a moment and really sit down and be intentional about the things that you're trying to learn how to draw. The more expertise that you develop around a specific subject matter, the easier it will be to draw that subject matter. The more experience that you have with one thing, the easier it is to do that one thing. So sit down and ask yourself, what is it that you actually want to learn how to draw? Try to narrow the scope into what you are actually interested in this moment. What are you actually interested in pursuing? It is tempting to believe that you want to learn how to draw everything so that you have ultimate creative freedom, and you can get there eventually as you develop your understanding of the basic forms and your process for your art style. But instead of starting there, pick a specific subject matter so that you can learn that one thing, simplify it down, use the basic forms that I go through in the Beginners Toolkit. And then as you develop your skills around this one subject matter, a lot of those skills, those base skills, will apply to other things. But start off with clear intentions so that you can lean into this one art style, this one subject matter for long enough so that you feel like you can draw that one thing confidently. If you are someone who struggles with these expectations around what you should be able to draw, I recommend that you sit down and write those expectations out and really grapple with them. Try to narrow down the scope of what you think a good artist looks like. Be mindful of what you expect of other people versus yourself. If you want help with this, check out the Inner Artist course that's included in the Absolutely Everything bundle that we link below. We go through that like expectation exercise starting off the course, because I do think that's one of the most important things that you can do for yourself as an artist. The third thing that we can do to help us draw faster is use a timer to do focused drawing sessions. Instead of just playing in the shallow end of the pool in terms of drawing, instead of being distracted half the time, texting and looking at reels and then going back to drawing, instead of jumping back and forth between different things, sit down and do 20-minute focused drawing sessions and see how that changes the speed of your drawings. What I've found personally is that when I use a timer, when I am fully focused on drawing for short bursts of time, I'm able to draw way faster because my mind gets used to the experience of drawing and it speeds up over time. It's almost like this engine that needs to heat up, and it takes some time to heat up. And the more focused you are, the quicker it heats up. And once it's fully warm, you can speed through drawings way faster than if you are constantly distracted. So what I recommend you do here is get a kitchen timer. If you are someone who wants to invest in this, get a small kitchen timer and just use a timer to like set 20-minute timers, an hour timers, depending on what you have space for in your schedule. Be realistic about your timing here, right? So if you are someone who's very busy, don't expect yourself to sit down and do an hour-long drawing every single day. Do 10-minute drawing sessions, do 20-minute drawing sessions. That is enough for you to like delve deep into the subject matter that you've set forth for yourself, the things that you want to learn how to draw, to do a couple of drawing exercises. 20 minutes is enough. Do that and you will speed up faster and faster. Your mind will get used to being focused for that period of time, and it will make everything easier. This is one of those hacks that actually work. So try it out for yourself and let me know how it goes. Check out the Absolute Everything bundle that I've linked below. I just added the Joy of Drawing section to all of the courses basically. So if you have the bundle, make sure to go listen to that, because I do think that that's one of the most important things that we can learn how to do. Do not fall into the trap of thinking that you need to draw faster and faster. Remember that enjoying the process is the only thing that matters. No matter how fast you draw, the ultimate goal will be to go back into drawing again. Even if you finish a drawing, you're just going to start another drawing. So this idea that you're going to get to this end point is a sham. It's a lie that you're telling yourself. Ultimately, you're just going to be drawing more and more and more. There's no real point to drawing faster except like wanting to see some of your ideas come to the page a little bit quicker, especially in terms of sketching. I enjoy sketching quickly. It feels satisfying. But also remember that if that takes away from the joy of drawing for you, then do not lean into that. Stop trying to draw fast. For a lot of artists, slowing down actually makes it more enjoyable. And there's many artists who do amazing work that draw very slowly. There are tons of artists who only do a piece every couple of months. They only finish a piece every couple of months because that is their process. So be accepting of the fact that if you want to draw slow and that's more enjoyable for you, feel free to lean into that. You do not need to learn how to draw faster. It's not going to make you a better artist. It's really not going to make you feel better about your art. So be mindful of that. And then whenever you are ready, I'll see you in the next video.